Good evening, and welcome to the Prescott Valley Art and Culture Commission regular meeting for Wednesday, April 18th. Ms. Weiss, can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Wirtz?
Here.
Commissioner Gibson?
Here.
Vice Chairperson Courtright?
Here.
Chairperson Sinclair?
Here. Thank you very much. And I apologize for getting off of the official agenda. I would also like to welcome everyone to the Art and Culture Commission meeting. Approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
I'm sorry. Make a motion to modify the agenda to include the Art at the Center review of a new piece of artwork called Torque and the continuing loan of 2 additional pieces.
Yes, sir. We will happily add that as a item 8 in the agenda, and we'll list it as new business as an action item. Is that acceptable, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a motion to approve the agenda with the modification. Can I get a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda with modifications. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved. Approval of minutes for the March 21st, 2018 work study meeting, in addition to the March 21st regular commission meeting. I'll get that out. Can I get a motion to approve both sets of minutes?
I make a motion that we approve the work study meeting minutes and the regular meeting minutes for the March 21st, 2018 meeting.
Okay, we have
A second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes for the March 21st, 2018 work study in addition to regular meeting minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion pass. Announcements, presentations, commission, public, and staff.
Thank you, Chairperson Sinclair. We have a special guest artist today. This is Andre Cohen. She's one of our artists that's currently exhibiting through the public art exhibit in the Prescott Valley Public Library, along with Marlene Tenery. So we'll have to get her in here next. And I'm going to let Andre talk about her art and take over here. She's been great. It's her first time in the exhibit, and we are very happy to have her. So thank you, Andre.
Thank you, Hope. Thank you, Commission. I want to also thank the Parks and Recreation for making this opportunity available to artists. I'm really proud to have my work here in the library. I just became a professional artist this January. I've been painting since I was 16. I'm from New Orleans, and I went to Southern Methodist University, got my Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in 1970, and have painted my whole life, but of course I had a career. I raised a son as a single mom, so I won't bore you with all that. I'm basically currently working on 2 series. Well, I like to paint pelicans, but it's not part of my series. I have the Do You Know Me series, which most of the paintings here are part of that series. I also have the series Whimsical Arizona. And I have one painting down here, the Whimsical Arizona, that's a Sedona scene. But I want to talk about my Do You Know Me program because I love it. The idea came back in 2005. I was purchasing director for the city of New Orleans, and after Hurricane Katrina, the devastation was totally, gives me the chills. And me and the people I work with, we pretty much lost everything, and it was pretty terrible. And I decided that I wanted to do something to help people, and particularly my friends and family and acquaintances, to get a better feeling for themselves and more hope in their lives. So I started painting portraits of just people in the office, like I say, friends, relatives, and I like to paint funny. I like to have different poses, and, you know, I would take requests and I would do paintings for different people. Several years ago, I retired from the city and I moved to Prescott Valley. And, you know, I kept on painting, but I decided I wanted to go professional. Of course, I didn't realize there is a business end to it that is, wow, you know, it's not easy. But the painting part, I started with the Do You Know Me series. Basically, I love to laugh. I love to play gag jokes. I love to give gag gifts. So, like, for example, this Christmas, two of the paintings that you actually see, the one of the glove and the one of the girl eating a worm, actually was at my Christmas party. So what I did was I wrapped up a gift, and everyone at the party had to compete to win the gift. Basically, they had to say what time the candle was going to burn out. It was a very short candle. She happened to win. Her name is Noreen. I'm sorry she wanted to be here tonight, but she had to go pick up her daughter in Phoenix. But so she went to open her gift. And basically what it was a jar. Inside the jar, there was some ugly liquid. And on top of the jar, there was a rubber glove. So in order to get the gift, she had to put on the rubber glove, put her hand in the gross liquid, and pull out the gift, which was in a Ziploc bag. Inside the Ziploc bag, really there weren't worms. There were fried grasshoppers. So she was really, really funny. Of course, like I say, I like to laugh and I like to play gags. So here she is. She's a nurse by trade also. So she's going like this and snapping the rubber glove before she opens. And, of course, I had to get a picture, right? I always have my phone nearby to snap a picture. And she opened it up, and she said, "Oh, wow, I've never had fried grasshoppers." And she went like this, opened her mouth, and dropped the grasshopper in her mouth, you know, and I had to get a picture. And that's sort of how those two paintings came about. I have a story. Every painting I do, there's a story behind it. And the middle one, I don't know if you're looking at this. Can you see? I guess you can. The middle one is of my son. Of course, he's always been my model, but he's 33 and he lives in Phoenix. So, but he worked for a company that had what they call a flower lounge, and it was a moon lounge, and they were in San Francisco at a venue, and they had a big moon on the wall, and the women that he worked with dressed him up in this, whatever the outfit is he's wearing, and they did his hair, and they blew a fan, and they took a picture of him. And, of course, I saw that, and I said, "Oh, my God, that's my son." The one next to it, when he was working with this company, they went to meditate in a field of wild horses. And this horse was coming up to him, ready to bite him, and someone got a picture of it. You know, it's like my whole life is, whoa. I love painting. I love laughing. It's always been fun. When I paint, I decide what I want to paint. And, of course, I draw it on a canvas, and then I turn on music, and I'm a oldies but goldies, and I like to sing along, and no one wants to listen to me singing. So, you know, I have a studio in one room in my house, and so I close all the doors. I mean, I live alone, but I don't want the neighbors to hear either. And I turn the music up loud, and I start singing and painting and laughing, and I think, oh, my God, they are just going to die when they see this one. So about 3 weeks ago on Facebook, a friend of mine in this picture She's the daughter of my sister in New Orleans. She posted this picture of herself with sunglasses, and Valerie is so precious. And I said, that's a great picture, you know. And of course, I save all these pictures. I have thousands of pictures saved. And then a few days later, she posts a picture of her dog, Rufus. And he's got sunglasses on, too. And, of course, immediately I said, oh, my gosh, I have to do that. And therefore, I put the two together. I posted it on Facebook. And I said, of course, it's part of my Do You Know Me series. And then on the comments, I basically said, do you know who I am? And Valerie saw it, and she writes back, she says, oh, my goodness gracious, I love it. That's me and my boy. And then her mom gets on and says, oh, my God, that's hysterical. And her friends get on, and it's a whole social thing for me, you know, being able to laugh and have a good time and enjoy painting. And I love painting people I know, people I don't know. I'm really getting into scenes because I love colors. And usually when I paint from a picture, what I do is I print it out in black and white because I don't want to be influenced by what a person looks like. You know, I just want to put color to the picture itself. So that's basically how I paint. You know, how I come up with ideas is through pictures mainly, or things that I set up. Now, I had gallbladder surgery. I don't want to, you know, okay. You don't want to hear about that. It was an emergency surgery about 3 weeks ago. And I'm home, about 3-4 days. And my neighbor says, oh, you know, my son Sean's in town from Pittsburgh. We have some cake for you. Of course, I couldn't eat the cake, but my sister was staying with me, and she ate 2 pieces of cake. Well, she meant to bring it over, but I told my sister, I said, oh, let's go next door. I've never met Sean. I want to meet him. It's his birthday. He's like, I don't know, 24, something like that. So I got my sister to go in my grab bag because I always keep gag gifts on hand just in case. And I always keep cards, funny cards. So in my grab bag, there was a big safety pin that hooks into your nose. And I tried to give it to my son once, and he rolls his eyes whenever he sees me coming. So, you know, he gives me back my gifts. But Sean put the silly thing on, and I got a picture, and there he is with the thing in his nose. I mean, you know, it's just so much fun. I love doing what I do, and I love sharing it with people. And so, like I say, this opportunity here at the library is really, really special for me to actually have my art on display since I've just gotten started. I haven't even been to galleries to show my work, to be shown. And I just feel very, very privileged. And you guys I think, do a great job. I love the programs. The library's fabulous. And Parks and Rec, well, I have so much wonderful things to say about them. I don't know if my time is up. I don't want to take up too much of your time here, but I just wanted to kind of share that with you so you knew a little more about me and how I paint, what I paint. You know, I'm kind of moving in a more abstract but representational. I've never really painted realistic, although you could tell who I'm painting. But now I'm moving into this representational art to where you know what you're looking at. And if you happen to know that person, you would know who it was. Which leads me to one request. And I was wondering if one of you would volunteer.
Do we get to ask what for?
Yeah, you can ask what for. Well, I want you to wear these sunglasses, and I want you to open your mouth wide and look up at the sky, and I want to take your picture so that I can paint you. So when you go, you know, when your painting is on the wall on my Do You Know Me somebody might actually recognize you. You know, and they might say, I saw you at the library. And you might say, I wasn't at the library. Oh, yes, you were. You're on the wall of the library. Exactly.
So I'd like to move that Chairperson Sinclair accept the invitation from our guest artist, Andre Cohen.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Chairman, you have your fish hanging on the walls. Let's add your photo.
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let me get my camera. Hold on.
Okay.
So during the interim, I would like to thank you for your presentation, and the joy that you're expressing clearly exemplifies the value and benefit of being involved in the creative process. So I would encourage everyone in the audience, the viewing audience, to take advantage of the programs that we are providing support for.
Absolutely, because I think they're wonderful. You know, my son he works, but he's...
Payback. Live TV. Okay, if I'm wearing the glasses, I'm also going to drink from my water bottle, which people see me with around town.
Now, hold it. Go like, now turn to the side. Yeah, hold on. 1, 2, 5, 10. Let me get a close up. Here we go. Now face me. All right. Thank you so much. I can't wait till you see yourself.
I can't wait either. Now,
Thank you so much.
this.
And if you want to get any information that I sent about any exhibits or whatever, I'll leave this. You put your name and your email, and I will add you to my list. And I'll leave it with Hope. And I'm sorry I don't have cards. They were supposed to come in, and I paid extra for them to come in.
Andre, before you leave, I'd like to say you're a prime example of many of the artists that we have here in the Prescott Valley area. People who are very good at their art, but they don't get out and display it. And the idea that you're displaying your art here at the library itself, this is what we are welcoming others to get involved with also. So thank you very much for your art and displaying your art here at the library.
All right. Well, any artist that ties their shoes with Cheetos and earthworms, that's a pretty cool deal. So in doing that, at least that's my interpretation of those things. Next on our announcements, we have our annual, this will be our 13th annual Arbor Day celebration. It will be held on Friday, April 27th, 10 a.m. to noon, out at Bob Edwards Park. It's open to all ages. There is absolutely no cost involved in this program. We'll have several hundred students in attendance, helping us plant up to 5 trees there in the park. As part of our townwide 40th anniversary celebration, we'll have an additional 35 trees following this, so that we have 1 tree for each year of celebration for the town's incorporation that day. We'll also, in addition to that, have free baby trees known as saplings available for those that are in attendance. Those that if we have additional trees, we'll take those to other surrounding schools and share that opportunity to help green our community. For more information on the program, feel free to give us a shout out at the office at 759-3090. But please come join us on Arbor Day, Friday, April 27th, 10 a.m. to noon at Bob Edwards Park. In addition to that, Prescott Valley Days is coming. It's May 10th through the 12th at the Prescott Valley Entertainment District. This is brought to you by the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. Grab your friends and family and have them enjoy this fun-filled carnival weekend celebrating the town of Prescott Valley. There will be carnival tickets available for sale. The chamber would be your direct source of contact in securing those for our annual event. Saturday is our parade. They'll be traveling down Florentine, a variety of different bands, entertainment, all of those fabulous things available to you on the Prescott the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce website. So Prescott Valley Days, May 10th through the 12th, the Prescott Valley Entertainment Center. Also coming up in May, the Prescott Valley Music Festival. This will be held Saturday and Sunday, May 19th and 20th, right here at Theater on the Green. Gates open at noon, concert and activity starting at 1 p.m. and continuing until 10 p.m. each evening. Pre-sale tickets are $15 per day, $25 for a 2-day pass. At the gate, they jump up an additional $20 per day and go to $35 for the 2-day pass with discounts for active military. Children under 5 are also free. Tickets can be purchased at brownpapertickets.com. This is brought to you by Green Kite Records and Out of Order Productions. For more information, you can visit at the website or give us a phone call, and we'll be able to help you make those connections to the Prescott Valley Music Festival, brought to you by Green Kite Records and Out of Order Productions. Some of our programs and services made available through staff is our art club. This is a free art class for ages 12 to 25. Instructors are local working artists that help you learn new techniques in media, improve your current art abilities, learn about various artists and movements, and work collaboratively with other artists within the class. Pre-registration is required, and spots are limited to a maximum of 20 students per class. To register, you can do so at the town's website at our Rec 1 program, and click on the Art Club and find the classes that you would like to take and sign up, as they are quite various. It will require you to have the Rec 1 account to sign up. It's easy, it's free to do so, and you can get enrolled in each and every one of those activities. If you have any questions, you'll be asking for Miss Hope at the Parks and Rec Department, and her extension is 759-3108. We also have our beginning crochet and knitting classes. We have 2 sessions for $30. In the first, you'll learn how to conduct the basic knit or crochet stitch. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Thank you, Hope. And then you'll be able to learn and read patterns and make small items during that class. We also have opportunities on Monday mornings and afternoons. They are held here at the Civic Center. For more information, please give us a buzz at 759-3090. We also have beginning sewing classes. We learn how to sew a tote bag with our experienced instructor, Miss Lorna Crooks. Students must know how to operate their sewing machines and must provide their own supplies for this class. Week 1 sessions start a tote bag. Week 2 session finish the tote bag. Classes are held on Tuesdays from 10:30 to 12:30 or from 12:30 to 2:30 in conference room 330. And with that, I'll turn it over to Ms. Hope. She has that concludes our class list. So we are happy to answer any reports you have on the department or director's report or updates.
Just had one comment. I noticed on the report that staff is looking for members of the public to volunteer to assist in creating the float for Prescott Valley Days.
Yes, we're actually going to jump in that on item 7A2,
Okay.
Which will be the Prescott Valley Days Parade float.
Would you like to go ahead and give a director's report?
I would be happy to. I was going to say staff has been quite busy with a variety of different projects and activities coming up, ranging from what you heard, we're going to be hearing reports on from the Extravaganza and Family Arts Festival, all the way to working towards 40th anniversary to October. For upcoming additional special events to be announced a little bit later down the road, as well as also some really awesome announcements concerning our Movies Under the Stars program that will be conducted this Saturday, and some Art at the Center updates. So Beyond that, the department has been quite busy and active with a variety of different things. For the last 2 weekends, we've hosted nearly about 100 soccer teams scattered throughout the town, and a very large tournament being conducted throughout the state. So it's been lots of fun that we've been having out there, getting our parks up and moving and active. So I feel for this awesome team, Hope is a part of, because they've been running ragged, doing all kinds of fun and furious things, making the world spin and doing some really awesome work out there with our young people. So beyond that, I'm happy to answer any questions you have on the director's report or the department as a whole.
Questions? Thank you very much.
Other than that, sign up for the Music Fest. It's going to be pretty crazy. The team that's putting that together, they're awfully excited to be able to come here and work to hopefully build what will be a long, tenured running program for the Quad City area.
Thank you. Chairman's report, I'll be brief. April is an interesting month for me when it comes to art and culture. I had an opportunity this past Sunday to go to the Smoke Eye Museum, where they had the Mata Ortiz pottery exhibit. So that was very good native artwork that was on display there, in addition to the artwork in general that they have at the Smoke Eye Museum. So I encourage you to actually visit the museum in addition to some of the other museums in the area. I'll get to expand my culture this weekend when I go to the Professional Bull Riders event at the Event Center this coming Saturday. Excuse me. So if you want to see art and culture, we have a tremendous amount of it here in the Prescott Valley area. So I do invite you to get out there and get involved. Moving on to old business. The Family Art Festival wrap-up report. Mrs. Hooper.
Thank you, Chairperson Sinclair, and thank you for taking that photo. It was wonderful. Really appreciate that. I'm very excited to see this painting.
Payback.
I think she should do it as a 4x6 foot, not inches. Yeah.
That sounds wonderful.
Lots of
I have a
payback.
feeling I've been added to somebody's list.
All right, so Family Arts Festival was wonderful this year. We had about 2,500 people in attendance. This event is run in conjunction with Extravaganza, so we had Bunny and Bo Peep there. We had a special appearance by our council members, some of the characters from The Wizard of Oz, and that's in celebration of the 40th anniversary, which is our Ruby anniversary, so we had Dorothy out there with her ruby slippers. And throughout the day, we had 5 schools that participated with us for booths: Granville Elementary, Glassford Hill Elementary, Parkview Middle School, Canyon View High School, and Bradshaw Mountain High School. So a big thank you to those teachers for taking time out of your Saturday to come and try to get donations for your school and raise awareness of your programs. It's just amazing what these teachers do. So a big thank you to them for that. And we also had the Prescott Valley Historical Society and Prescott Valley Art Guild in attendance, setting up booths with art activities for the attendees to join in and make donations if they felt it was appropriate. And the donations that the Art Guild got were passed on to be used for art programs. So we are very thankful for them for helping us with that. There were 8 performances throughout the day: Granville Elementary, Mountain View Elementary, Coyote Springs Elementary. We also had Franklin Phonetic there with their elementary school choir, their junior high choir, and their jazz band. And of course, our favorite ballet and tap instructor, Miss Sue, had her students out there as well. So thank you to all of those folks as well. Again, you know, this participation is so important, and it's great. We love that the teachers come out and really show support for their students and what they're doing in their schools. So a big thank you to our teachers. And for next year, if you want to perform or set up a booth, please let us know. We would love to include you. So just a great day. No no issues, wonderful. Everyone had fun. We had some wonderful sponsors that you see up on your screen here, so a big thank you to them. Thank you to the Arts and Culture Commission as well, because without you, we wouldn't have the event. So we really appreciate the efforts that you all put into making this possible. And a big thank you to our Mingus Mountain Academy girls who did a wonderful job doing chalk drawings all day. We had some wonderful art by the ladies and gentlemen. One of them even did a special 40th anniversary logo in chalk, and it was very cool. So thank you, Commissioner Gibson, for helping us to get them there that day. Were there any questions about Family Arts Festival? All right, thank you, Commissioners. And now, PV Days Parade. So we are having a float in the parade again this year. We're very excited. And the theme is the Wizard of Oz. So we have something very special cooking. And the parade takes place on May 12th, 2018, from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., and it goes along Florentine Road. And so make sure you get out there a little early, get the kids out so you can get your candy and have fun, enjoy all the beautiful floats that'll be out there. And if you would like to help the town work on their float, we are still looking for volunteers because it's going to be quite a project this year. If you'd like to volunteer with us, you can contact town staff. Please call us at the Parks and Recreation Department at 928-759-3090, and we'll put you in touch with our float leader, Dan Kartychuk. He's one of our volunteers who is doing a wonderful job of leading our group for this parade float. So we are very excited to have him on board. And we would love to have more volunteers, including commissioners. If you'd like to join in, we can give you information about what days we'll be working on the float and what kind of needs we have. And Commissioner Courtwright, I think you had a question earlier about the parade?
No, actually, you already shared the information.
Wonderful.
I just wanted to make sure that it got out there about the opportunity to participate in helping put the float together.
Excellent. Wonderful. Yeah. So we are very excited, and if you want to help, just give us a call.
So I'd be willing to participate in that.
Wonderful. I'll send you the information. Thank you, Commissioner Wirtz. All right. Any other questions about the PV Days Parade float? All right. Thank you. All right. And one of my personal favorites programs is coming up, Movies Under the Stars. This is free outdoor movies that we hold mostly at the Civic Center's Theater on the Green, which if you've ever seen our beautiful stage out front between the Civic Center and the library, that's where we hold these movies. Save the dates here. We have all of our movies picked out. We have all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Mingus Mountain Academy, 89A Dental Care, Ace Prescott Valley Hardware, and Truly Nolan, and then also Sun Valley Tires. And most of our sponsors are returning, so a special thank you to all of them because they have been just wonderful with this program, and we couldn't do it without them. Our first movie is going to be on May 25th. We're showing Trolls. So that's a newer movie that everybody loves. On June 1st, we'll be showing The Wizard of Oz. And this is going to be a very special 40th anniversary movie. We are having a drive-in event at the Event Center. So make sure you get there early so you get a good spot. And then June 8th, we'll be showing The Avengers. June 15th, we have Peter Rabbit. June 22nd, we have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And June 29th, we have E.T. And our last show on June 30th is another special show for us. We will be showing Only the Brave that day in memoriam. So very special day. We hope that everyone can make it out for all of the movies. And thank you again to our sponsor, and thank you to the Arts and Culture Commission for making these movies possible as well. If you need more information about the movies, please feel free to call us at 759-3090.
The June 15th showing of Peter Rabbit, is that the Peter Rabbit that was just very recently at the movie theater?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I saw that.
Yeah, and the movie house said they're just getting it, next week. So we're going to be one of the first places to show it in an outside venue. We're really excited. So it should be a good turnout.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to new business. Have 2 items to address there, Art at the Center and Returning Art. Mr. Woody?
Yes, the commission had adjustment in tonight's schedule, a modification allowing new business. The first one is the Art at the Center program. The committee had made recommendations that they would like to present to the commission for acceptance of the following piece titled Torque. This is by the artist Dale Andrus. This particular piece of work has been reviewed with the committee as well as the artist. We've come to terms in regards to possible location for this piece, which would be located out in front of the annex here at the Prescott Valley Library on the college, Northern Arizona University College portion of the annex here. What we are looking for is a motion by the commission for acceptance of this piece as a new addition that would be on display for a period of 1 year, starting in June and continuing through that period until May of 2019, as well as then also the continuance of 2 additional pieces. One is the titanium dragonfly, and the other piece is titled
How heavy would an Egyptian kite be?
I couldn't remember the first part. I just remembered the Egyptian kite segment. So thank you very much for that, Commissioner Courtwright. These 2 pieces are currently within the exhibit inventory, and the motion would be inclusive of continuing, and staff would then reach out to each one of those artists with that request of having their piece continue with us for another period of 1 year. So those are your 3 items under motion. So if the commission so chose, a motion for acceptance of these 3 pieces for a 1-year term into the Art at the Center program.
Okay, I'll make a motion for acceptance of Dale Andrus sculpture Torque as an addition to the Art at the Center sculpture program for a 1-year period, as well as continuation of the titanium dragon and How Heavy Would an Egyptian Kite Be sculptures continuing on as on loan as part of our Art at the Center program.
We have a motion to accept Torque as a new exhibit, as well as continue with Titanium Dragon, in addition to How High Would a Kite Be? Can I get a second?
Second.
Have a second? And all in favor? Say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion pass.
Very good. Staff will take your acceptance of motion. We'll make official contact with all 3 of the artists for continuation or acceptance and continuation into the 2018-19 Art at the Center program. Thank you very, very much for that.
Thank you. Moving on to other business. Vice Chairman Courtwright.
Yes, I have a couple of things to share. The Braun Smith Annual Open House and Bronze Sculpture Sale is coming up. This is something they do every year in May. This year it will be on Friday, May 25th from 9 to 4 p.m. And of particular interest this year is that the Braun Smith was commissioned to do the sculpture in the roundabout currently under construction outside the Phippen Museum. And the enlargement will be on display during the open house before it leaves the foundry, where it's going to be shown at the Western Art Show in the Downtown Prescott Memorial Day program, before being permanently placed in the roundabout. Commissioner Sinclair and I had an opportunity to go to the open house last year, and it is incredible, the bronze pour, seeing the process on how everything went together. Hope Hooper was also with us from the Parks and Rec staff, and it was just a really incredible experience to see that. So I would encourage everyone, and the best part about it is free. Normally, if you go throughout the year, there is a small charge, but during the annual open house, it's a free event. So I hope you have an opportunity to go and share on that.
Well, to add to that also, Bronzesmith is a world-class foundry, and it's here in Prescott Valley. So if you ever get an opportunity to go, you could see various pieces that have been already made. At the same time, if you're there on Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken, they have pouring of the metals themselves. So
11 a.m.
So you could actually see the artwork being produced from molten metal.
Another opportunity that is coming up, the Prescott Valley Performing Arts is doing a summer drama camp for ages 6 to 7. It will be held Monday through Friday, June 11th through the 29th, and 10 to 2 p.m. in the Prescott Valley Performing Arts Theater. There is a fee. The cost is $150 per child, $275 for 2 children, and $375 for 3 children. Participants will learn the fundamentals of theater, including auditioning, blocking, stage design, costuming, and acting, and there will be opportunities for everyone to participate as actors or as backstage crew. And following the drama camp, there will be 4 performances, 2 in the evenings and 2 matinees, and all the information is on their website, PrescottValleyPerformingArts.com. That's another wonderful opportunity. And I also want to, and I don't know if our camera crew can catch photos of these. These are free editions of Prescott Valley Cares magazine. It's put out by Charity Publishing. And the Arts and Culture Commission has been very blessed in having had an opportunity to put some articles in the last 2 editions. This one is Pieces of Our Lives, and there's a wonderful article in there on the history of the tile work along the SR 69 pathway and how that program came to be. And the current edition is focuses on theater on the green and how you can participate in sponsorships with the Parks and Recreation Department, as well as theater opportunities here in Prescott Valley that you might not be aware of. And I just wanted to thank Charity Publishing for doing that. Hard copies are available at the Civic Center. They're also in the tourism office. I've seen them at Home Depot. I believe Safeway carries them. But this is the digital age, so you can also see copies on their website at charity-publishing.org. And these are free wherever you can pick up a copy that you might happen to see in the grocery store or elsewhere. And I know I had a 4th item I wanted to share. Yes, Dancing for the Stars was held last Saturday, and as many of you may know, that's sponsored by the Boys and Girls Club of Central Arizona, and those it is a fundraiser. The funds go to the benefit of Boys and Girls Clubs. We receive benefit here in Prescott Valley, in Prescott, in Chino Valley. And as a result of our dancers and fundraising efforts, they raised $200,000 for the Boys and Girls Clubs in Central Arizona. So I just wanted to do a thank you for that also, for their fundraising. And if you'll bear with me one moment, I can even tell you who won. Michelle Fain and Leo Gallegos raised the most money and received the Mirabal Award, and they also received the most fan votes. And Elena Sandwick and Daniel Garcia won the Judges Award for their sizzling Latin dance routine. And I also noted this morning that there are incredibly good still photos at www.dcourier.com. If you weren't able to buy a ticket and to see the production, you can also go to Dance for the Stars at, I can't read my own handwriting. I believe it was danceforthestars.net, yes. And you can see the entire show via the videotape on their website. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Commissioner Wirtz.
So invariably, when I'm speaking with the public about the programs that the Commission supports, the topic of the need for youth programs comes to the fore, particularly within the age group of the teenage and young adults. While all of our programs are available to these age groups, programs specifically for these groups are somewhat lacking. So there is an event that is taking place on April 27th. It's entitled Youthquake. It was conceived by youth for youth. It will be presented at Lavina, excuse me. The address is 8123 East Manley Drive here in Prescott Valley. Doors open at 6 p.m. and it's free. So I would encourage anyone within that age group that would like to attend, please do. Any parents, please let your children know. Thank you. Also, it's being hosted by El Asadero Restaurant on Roberts Road.
Thank you. Moving on. Unscheduled public appearance. Since we have none, I'll make the announcements regarding our next meeting. The next meeting of the Prescott Valley Art and Culture Commission work study will take place Wednesday, May 16th, 2018 at 5:30 p.m. here in the auditorium. And the next regular scheduled meeting of the Prescott Valley Art and Culture Commission will take place Wednesday, same day, May 16th at 6:30 here in the auditorium. If there is no additional business, I would like to ask for a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Have a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second?
Second.
A motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.